Morning, everybody. It's been a while since I posted stuff about snowmobiles and machines, so I figured I'd give you guys an update. I've done quite a bit since my last video, and yeah, there's been quite a bit of work done, progress. I got a couple builds going on right now. I was gonna take this 98 ZR chassis, and it was a full sled that I got for 300 bucks last year. Well, I'm sorry, at the beginning of the year. And I was going to just take the motor out, rebuild the motor, take the track out, update that, and then just clean it up, really. But when I started tearing it down, took the motor out and stuff, I started thinking about, I found the belly pan on this was a little more rough than I preferred. So I started thinking about a green belly pan. Long story short, I found another chassis like this from a ZR 700, ironically, because there's a 95 700 in this chassis that I'm rebuilding. This was a 2000 ZR 700, and it had green belly pans and a green hood. That the green hood and belly pans are over there, and they look pretty. They're in pretty good shape. And the chassis had a few minor stress cracks in it. I don't even really know if they had to be stress cracks either way. But I ended up getting a spool gun for my welder and fixed both of the welds. There was actually another spot in the front. Here, I'll show you. Let's see. Okay, so you can't really see it very well, but there was a crack right here on both sides. And then this right here, I don't know why, but it was ground down to about here. So I ended up welding that up. And then as you can see, it just kind of morphed into a whole build. I ended up, a while ago, I ended up getting some 2002 ZR control arms that were kind of tweaked. And I fixed those. I planned on putting those on the 96 ZR, but then I found this chassis. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to slap these on here. So I found some shocks, and I've just been going nuts with this thing. I mean, I've stripped the whole chassis, painted it with a single stage epoxy, gloss epoxy. Went through the chain case, got a new track for this one. Got another 1.25 inches. You can't really see it. Let me see what turn. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so I got 1.25 inches. I don't think I showed you guys this, but that's the skid right there. I took the skid out and completely restored it. I mean, it's like, every nut and bolt is, I hit everything. I didn't get new limiter straps, but because they were in good condition, no big deal. Put shocks, yeah. I mean, it's completely rebuilt. So I did that. This is the seat off the ZR. That was in really good shape. I painted the whole tunnel, everything. This is a snow flap that's going to be going on the back of this. And yeah, obviously I'm going with the green and black theme. But I'm just polishing up every nut and bolt, replacing everything. I got new bearings, all new bearings for the skid. I mean, just everything. I mean, I got a bunch of new nuts and bolts, and everything's getting polished up that can be polished. This is a 700 jet chart that I figured I'd put on the air box that I got coming for it. Got new foam for here, new foam in there, because that's, obviously where the air comes in. And it didn't have that. This is the ZR chassis, and although it looks like a freaking garbage can right now, that's going to be coming up soon for rebuild. And I said, you know what? I had this skid apart right here. Let me go ahead and restore it while I'm at it. So I've been going nuts with this stuff. I've been really busy. really been going buck wild with my sandblaster, obviously. And using Blue Magic, polished up the rails and the nuts and bolts that I did use, which were pretty much the ones I couldn't find. Like this one right here is like a 14-inch or 13-inch long bolt. And Tradesman Fasteners around the corner didn't have them. Fastenal didn't have it. Could have ordered it online, but there wasn't anything wrong with it, so I just cleaned it up. So yeah, this one's got all new bearings too. Brand new Hyfax, well, wear strips. Just a bunch of new hardware on it. And that's going to be going on the ZR. ZR is going to have black and orange color scheme like the 96. Because I'm going to take the 580 engine out of this one, or out of the 96, and put it in here. And then just for this year, I ended up